Hallo ihr Lieben und willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge von Genshin. Tainari, bitte. Wir sind jetzt auf dem Weg zur Goldstube. Ich bin schon einmal hierher gelaufen, damit es quasi direkt losgeht. Und jetzt verfolgen wir den Grafen, der ja irgendwas im Schilde führt. Und ich denke mal, wir werden ihn jetzt aufhalten, ne? Oder so. Vielleicht will er auch hier das ganze Geld klauen. Aber der ist doch reich. Ja, gucken wir mal. Oh ja, nach links, nach rechts, keine Truhe. Okay, wir gehen rein. Goldstube betreten. Gold und Schatten. Auf der Suche nach der Wahrheit erreichst du das Zentrum des Wirbelwindes. Inmitten des Goldes erwartet dich. Dam, dam, dam. Noch mehr Gold. Einzelspieler, okay. Wir bleiben so.
Wow. This is the golden house? It looked impressive.
Oh mein Gott, guckt euch das Geld an.
I would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside. And so full of mora.
Oh ja. Darf ich das haben?
This is where all of Tibat's mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few mora go missing.
Wenn du eine einzelne Mora anfasst, sind wir erledigt. Wenn das so einfach wäre, wäre dieser Ort schon längst geleert worden.
Oh, so it's a trap. Tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here.
Hallo, ich hab's dir gesagt.
But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of mora. It's like a dream come true.
Wir sollten zuerst nach dem Leichnam sehen. Irgendwas scheint hier nicht in Ordnung zu sein.
Oh, right. Back to
Ja.
business.
Genau. Calm down, baby.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Ja, ach nee, fällt dir das jetzt erst
Someone's
auf?
gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here?
Ah, das sind die Meleliten. Sie wirken alle bewusstlos. Oh mein Gott.
Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble.
Ja, das merkst du jetzt erst, dass die hier alle rumliegen, ne?
Quick, we have to go make
Das
sure
sieht
that
auch
the
geil
Exuvia
aus.
is all right.
Ja, dann lass mal gucken, ob keiner guckt. Dödem. Kann ich den ansprechen? Nee. Oh, guckt euch. Oh mein Gott. Wie gern würde ich hier was abzwacken. Okay, let's go. Sieht doch nicht so aus, als wäre da irgendwo eine Truhe. Nee. Boah, das sieht so gut aus.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
Ja, wer ist das wohl? Hast du die Stimme nicht erkannt?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way.
Wie hast du Wind von diesem Ort bekommen? Sieht aus, als wäre ich gerade zur rechten Zeit da gewesen.
Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location. Don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort?
Tu mal nicht so, als wärst du hier voll stark.
Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires.
Nicht, solange ich da bin. Ululululup. Ich werde dich nicht in die Nähe des Leichnams lassen.
I'm not asking for your blessing.
Ja,
and there's
doch, das
nothing you
wirst
can
du.
do to stop me anyway.
Ich?
The time
Paimon.
for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
Huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Aha. Sag's ihm,
So
Paimon.
you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, traveler. I'll just
Okay.
play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there?
Ich kann dich niemals besiegen. Ich fürchte, du irrst dich. Dam, 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 dam.
Fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it.
Sei mal nicht so extrem arrogant, du Sau.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got.
Junge,
So very few
bleib
ever get the
locker.
chance
Woo!
to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Wow. Da lief das schon mal ganz gut.
Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough.
Wo bist du? Wo bist
Now,
du?
show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Wow. Kumpel.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
Ooh.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. Huh?
Überraschung!
I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it.
Was hab ich denn jetzt gemacht? Hallo? Kumpel. Sailor Moon. Der Graf. Tortellini war ein Scherz. Aber ich sag gerne Tortellini.
But this is going to cost you.
Okay, Boy. Bleib locker. Nein. Oh, au, 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 au. Au. Okay.
You got to the
Oh,
next
oh,
step,
wow.
didn't you? Did you simply move faster, or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose?
Gegen Tainari hast du keine Chance, Boy.
It's over.
Oh.
Now,
Uh,
don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take
Jetzt habe ich mich erschrocken. Bist du fertig? Ey.
Entrapped.
Oh, wow.
Another. Let's nip that in the bud.
Ich kann nicht reden. Ja. Knie vor mir nieder, Knecht.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, Time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell
Ja,
you.
ehrlich mal. Wir waren's überhaupt nicht.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
Ich bin halt der Held dieser Geschichte. Es liegt daran, dass wir die Kräfte der 7 Elemente sammeln. Es liegt daran, dass wir nach und nach meine ursprüngliche Kraft wiederherstellen.
You already know the answer, don't you?
Ja, aber ich sag's dir
See it
nicht.
in your eyes.
Boy.
But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend.
Alles
Even if
klar.
our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make
Nee,
friends.
nicht wirklich, aber lassen wir ihnen einfach seinen Spaß.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Rex Lapis lebt noch? Der Leichnam war eine Fälschung?
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process.
Okay.
The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak.
Ja.
Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
Ja, was willst du
I will
sagen?
awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osile, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since.
Oh mein Gott. Passiert das jetzt schon?
If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Ich habe deine Forschung mit meinen eigenen Augen gesehen. Nicht nur das, du wolltest sie auch noch kopieren.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing. Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Run.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
Oh mein Gott, das passiert jetzt wirklich. Oh mein Gott, ich dachte, das kommt viel später. Leute, das ist auch so Hammer.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Hallo, boy.
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising.
Ja, warte mal, wie bin ich denn jetzt so schnell hier hochgekommen?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Let's go.
Yep.
Oh mein Gott, wie sehr ich Genshin liebe. Oh, das war so eine geile Szene. Ich könnte heulen. Okay, wir geben unser Bestes. Oh.
Let's go help too.
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then.
Okay.
What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Von wo? Von wo kommt die nächste Armee? Oh, nein. Oh mein Gott!
Out of the frying pan.
One with the forest.
Oh, Tainari, I love you. Das ist so einfach mit dir. Oh mein Gott, das sieht einfach... Oh, boah. Aber Ningguang hat ist auch drauf. Die ist nicht umsonst ein geheimer Fünfer. Also was heißt ein geheimer Fünfer? Ursprünglich sollte Ningguang tatsächlich ein Fünfer werden. Und ich finde, das sieht man auch ganz oft hier in dem Spiel. Wenn ihr sie haben solltet, werdet ihr das auch beim Spielen bemerken. Los, schieß, Kumpel. Was denn?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Was? Ja. Das war ja wohl nichts, ne? Oh!
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
One with the forest. So. Yeah.
Los, Leute.
Let's nip
The ancient gods attacking again.
Ja, ich bin hier noch nicht so weit. Oh mein Gott.
Are you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Tainari ist fast tot. Tainari ist fast tot.
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
Was denn? Was kriege ich denn?
Adeptal energy. That light from your body. It's like the time in Julian Karst. Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave. This granny's really strong.
Ah! Ich komme! Haltet durch, mein kleiner Fratz.
Nice and spicy. Oz, reveal thyself. Stay put.
Oh, da hinten kommt der nächste. Wuhu!
Goba, get them. Hey.
Habe ich eben gesagt, das ist einfach? Ja.
Can't see.
Oh nein, der hat sein Schild
With the blood of
gezündet.
the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside.
Oh, der ist ja noch am
With
Leben.
all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
Wuhu! Ciao! Oh! Oh wow, wir reden wirklich schneller. Crazy! Wuhu! Oh! Ich werde hier sowas von... Oh! Oh, wow. Okay, 2 Minuten müssen wir noch durchhalten, Leute. Ah! Bam! Weggeschossen!
You are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Okay.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Okay, ich mach alles, was ihr sagt, Leute. Okay. Ah, da kommen die nächsten. Wuhu! Oh, ich bin eingefroren,
Can't see? Yeah. Let's nip that in the bud. Keep up.
Oh, von da. Oh, es sind nur noch 34% hier vorne.
Exercise caution.
Mist.
I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Wir haben es fast geschafft, Leute.
You're everything.
Wir kriegen's hin. Ich muss vorne jetzt ein bisschen aufpassen. Oh, ich werde gleich abgeschossen. Okay. Ah!
One with the forest. I'll uproot you. Yeah.
Vorne.
Race you. Yeah.
hear everything.
Das wird aber knapp. Oh!
Keep up.
Okay, hier hinten, der ist noch relativ gut in Schuss.
And shroud.
The Batui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades. Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Hamas? 20 Sekunden. Ja, das wird doch wohl zu schaffen sein. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, ist das aufregend.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Gerettet! Ciao, my boy!
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Oh mein Gott, das war so geil. Oh, ich würde es am liebsten gleich nochmal sehen. Ey, kann ich ja nochmal sehen, wenn ich will.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber.
Madame Ping.
At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations.
Da ist sie wieder, die Geschäftsfrau.
Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Ist da oben eine Kiste?
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
Oh.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Wir sind hier alle auf derselben Seite.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Wenn es Uneinigkeiten zwischen den Beschützern und denen gibt, die sie beschützen sollen, dann wird es sehr schwierig, die Harmonie wiederherzustellen.
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Das haben wir in der Stadt der Freiheit gelernt.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
Ja, wer bist denn du?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh?
Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Doch, haben wir.
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there.
No.
Everyone was there.
Chang Chang.
When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Oh mein Gott, bist du süß. Ja, sag ja.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Ich.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh.
Okay. It must be hard being an
Sei doch nicht so zu ihr, die ist total Zucker.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Vielleicht haben sie ihre Ansicht geändert. Sie versuchen, die Herzen der Menschen zu ergründen.
Let us return now.
Okay. Darf ich mitkommen?
Eager to leave, conqueror of demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Okay. Goodbye.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh?
Du sagst es, die Adepten waren letztendlich ganz vernünftig.
Oh, right. It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing.
Was denn?
Child wanted to unleash the god
Ja.
so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death too?
Ausrangiert. Finde Zhongli.
But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing?
Wo kommt denn hier das Geflügel her?
Let's ask for him at Wangshan Funeral Parlor.
Okay, bist du fertig mit reden? Dann können wir uns teleportieren. Aber erst ganz kurz. Oh, der Fremde gegen den Fremden. Besiege den Grafen, ohne dass ein Truppenmitglied vom Angriff nach einer Markierung des Grafen getroffen wird. Wann wurde ich denn markiert? Das habe ich gar nicht mitbekommen. Musik für die Blumen. Singe den Glaslinien ein Lied aus Mondstadt vor. Die Zeit des Urteils ist noch nicht gekommen. Besiege den Grafen und ausrangiert. Besiege den Herrscher des Wirbels. Okay. Das war's. Alles klar. Da lang. Zhongli! Zhongli, wo bist du, mein kleiner Freund? Ich rolle sogar das R für dich. Das mache ich im Übrigen sehr gerne. Ist euch das mal aufgefallen?
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangshan Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
Ja, okay.
We've come to see Zhongli.
Genau, wo ist er denn?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Okay.
It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Ho, ho, ho. Will er Geld abheben für uns?
Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Okay, wir retten Zhongli. Baby, ich komme. Halt deine Hosen fest. Bevor ich da bin. Feuer. Oh, diese Treppen, ey. Wenn ich die täglich hochlaufen müsste, meine Güte. So, nicht wieder mit ihr reden. Das passiert mir sehr oft.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to
Dumme
heart,
Kuh. So.
child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land?
Im Übrigen kann ich dein Höschen
You
sehen.
must have enjoyed that.
Du Ferkel.
It seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child.
Hol dein Schwert raus. La Signora.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Einfach ruhig bleiben. Okay, das hat sich jetzt mehr wie Asthma angehört. Ich habe noch Zeit, es zurückzuholen.
No, don't let her get to you.
Lasst mich sie verprügeln! Auch wenn es eine Frau ist. Ich bin ja eigentlich auch eine Frau, also darf ich sie verkloppen.
You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle.
Okay.
So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Paimon, sei doch nicht so vernünftig. Das ist ja schrecklich.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you
Dir
say?
versohle ich auch den Hintern, ey. Ihr seid alle schlecht
You
erzogen.
should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Zhongli hat dich ausgetrickst, La Signora und Zhongli?
So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child.
Wow, 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 wow.
I'm through here.
Hau mir doch nicht so die Hupen ins Gesicht.
You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
Vereinbarung? Göttliches Herz?
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is
Oh. Zhongli! Der Blick!
How sanctimonious.
Also ist Zhongli tatsächlich Rex Lapis? Naja, ich habe so etwas schon vermutet. Ja, wer ein bisschen aufgepasst hat, falls ihr aufgepasst habt. Also ich habe es damals nicht herausgefunden, glaube ich. Der hat immer schon so ein paar Andeutungen. Also die Kamera ist ja ganz oft zu Zhongli gefahren, wenn irgendwie über Rex Lapis gesprochen wurde. Gerochen wurde, wollte ich gerade sagen. Ja, man konnte es schon vermuten.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio?
Mein heißer Boy.
No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free.
Yeah.
I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Ich fürchte, ich verstehe nicht. Und warum hast du deinen eigenen Tod vorgetäuscht?
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky and all of Liyue goes into an uproar.
Und wegen dir wurde ich zum Hauptverdächtigen. Also eigentlich hauptsächlich wegen Paimon, aber du hast das Ganze angefangen.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain.
Okay, explain mit deiner geilen Stimme.
As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue, together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day."
Ich meine, ich kann Zhongli verstehen, muss ich ehrlich sagen.
I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue.
Und warst du mit dem Finale zufrieden? Lass mich raten, für den Fall, dass alles in Flammen aufgegangen wäre, hattest du noch einen anderen Plan in der Hinterhand.
That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him too.
Ja, das stimmt. Habt ihr die Speere gesehen, die ihr ins Wasser gepfeffert habt?
Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This, despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Chai. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, traveler.
Kein Problem.
All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue, would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight?
Naja, wir wurden beide gleichermaßen reingelegt. Du hast es dir dieses Mal wirklich selbst schwer gemacht. Ja, wir wurden beide reingelegt.
You've come out of this as the hero of Liyue.
Tja.
I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the peace.
Ja,
no?
hallo, das war doch... Hallo? Du hast das Monster heraufbeschworen.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Geh mir mit deinen Hupen aus dem Weg.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Ich möchte wissen, was dir der Kryo-Arkon angeboten hat. Was könnte ein göttliches Herz wert sein?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Okay. Verlasse die Bank des Nordens. Sobald sich die... Ey! Wer soll denn das so schnell lesen? Folge dem Pfad nach oben.
We spent so much time trying to organize it. It would be a real shame not to go there now.
Zur Jojing-Terrasse. I'm coming! Mann, was für eine aufregende Folge, wa? Mann, 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 Mann. Ich liebe es. Wird aber auch nicht langweilig, sich das anzusehen. Und schwuppdiwupp, einmal nach oben. Guten Tag. Guten Tag.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit,
Ich
did
bin's
they?
nicht.
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
Tja, der darf hier wohl nicht mehr rein.
Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
Ja. Wenn ihr wüsstet.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed.
Oh mein Gott.
I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
Okay. Dann wollen wir doch mal schauen. Hallo!
Hear ye all! The Chi-Sing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. The gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened.
Will er mich bestehlen?
Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Okay.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said.
Sie sagen, dass Rex Lapis nicht ermordet wurde. Sie sagen, dass Rex Lapis durch einen göttlichen Prozess starb.
So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands?
Das könnte sein. Ich glaube, damit hast du dieses Mal echt ins Schwarze getroffen.
Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
Ja, lass mal gucken gehen.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
Oh, guckt mal, wer da ist.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Guck weg, guck weg.
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way.
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Ich nehme die Goldstube. Danke.
Whoa.
Punkt.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Der redet? Hat er das damals auch getan? Leute, wenn das jemand schon mal vor 2 Jahren gespielt hat, hat er damals auch schon geredet. Der letzte Abschied. Unterhalte dich mit den Leuten, die an der Zeremonie teilnehmen. Wartet mal kurz. Oh Gott, schon 58 Minuten? Naja, dann wird's halt eine Mega-Folge. Madame Ping bestimmt.
Mortals and Adepti of Liyue, what shape shall our relationship take from now on?
Oh, hier ist die Glocke. Mit ihr müssen wir bestimmt
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe that future generations will say so too when our deeds come up for their review.
Und dann reden wir.
And to think I'd put my best perfume on before coming here, thinking you'd like.
Oh, girl! Natürlich.
But it seems as if those perfumes really were meant to be
Okay.
offered to Rex Lapis. Well, that's fine. Suffer no rivals in love, they say. And that's 3 gone in 1 stroke.
Finde Zhongli auf dem Schauplatz. Mr. Zhongli! Ups. Hat keiner gesehen.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Shinye kiosk.
Es muss doch nur ich wieder am Ende zahlen.
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Shinye kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do like the Mora.
Du warst schon die ganze Zeit so, aber warum sollte es Morax an Mora fehlen?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tag.
Ja, genau.
Because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Noch fieser kannst du es auch nicht sagen, oder?
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you.
Es war eine großartige Reise.
That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed.
Oh, und jetzt erfahrt ihr, wo wir als nächstes hin müssen. Geschlossen? Welcher Gott herrscht über Inazuma?
Yes. The nation has been closed by order of its deity, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
Die Verwaltung von Inazuma? Shogun?
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Paimon, oh, ich verstehe.
That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles.
Himmel?
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
So, was wollen wir noch wissen? Wollt ihr irgendwas noch wissen? Was ist mit dem Grafen?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way. Most of them put the blame for everything on Child.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui. Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Ja, Mora müssen wir jetzt nicht wissen. Er macht ja jetzt das alles nicht mehr, ne? Prozess können wir noch mal machen.
Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions?
Ja, davon hat Ningguang ja geredet, dass er ihr erschienen ist.
Truhe! You wish to know?
Okay, das wäre soweit alles.
I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation.
Und damit endet der 3. Akt. In der Kanne zu Hause. Unterhalte dich mit Madame Ping. Okay. Wiederaufbau des Jade gemacht. Alles klar. 2 Küter Dainsleeve. Oh! Sprich mit Kelfried im Mondstadt. Na, da haben wir aber noch ein bisschen was zu tun. So, erst einmal das, Leute. Wir kriegen nämlich jetzt nochmal... Wir können es nochmal versuchen. Oh mein Gott. Vielleicht sogar zweimal. Wir können zweimal versuchen, Kokomi zu kriegen. Komm schon. Wenn das wenn das nicht Schicksal ist, dann weiß ich auch nicht. Ja. Wenn das nicht Schicksal ist, dann weiß ich auch nicht. Nein! Es gönnt mir aber auch gar nichts, ey. Oh. Verdammt, schade, schade. Wir haben hier noch Errungenschaften. Der letzte Abschied. Nimm am Adeptenabschied teil. Ein aufsteigender Stern. Schließe ein aufsteigender Stern ab. Okay. Ja, und damit war's das. Genau, das ist freigeschaltet. Was haben wir hier? Oh, wir können angeln. Ach so, doch nicht. Nach Abschießen in der Kanne zu Hause. Ach, okay, wir müssen das machen und dann können wir das machen. Alles klärchen. Gut, dann beende ich aber jetzt die Aufnahme, denn, oh mein Gott, schon 1 Stunde und 10 Minuten. Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen. Mal gucken, ob wir, nee, falsch, können wir direkt schon Richtung Inazuma gehen. Ein Weg durch den Sturm. Welchen Auftrag muss ich erledigen? Wir werden uns wiedersehen. Okay, alles klar. Also wir müssen diesen Auftrag erledigen, damit wir hier unten weitermachen können. Meine Güte, wir haben so viel zu erledigen. Hoi, 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 hoi. Oh mein Gott. Alles klar. Oh, es ist doch so viel, ne? Okay, meine Lieben. Oh. Ich wollte keinen einladen. Dann sehen wir uns im nächsten Part wieder von Genshin Impact. Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Bye, bye.